Hi, hello Flu Drawers, how's it going? A lot of you seem to like this series, I like it a lot as well, so today we're doing a part 2 of zodiac signs. In this series, each video I'll be drawing 3 signs of one element, so there will hopefully be 4 videos total. For each sign, I'll be reading a description of their positive and negative traits, as well as their color palette, and I'll be trying to create a male and a female villain character for each sign. If you haven't watched part 1, I highly recommend. Last time we did air signs, and this time the element I chose was Earth. Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn is the trio for today. I am so excited. So make some tea, draw along, eat along, and let's get started. And we're starting off with Mr. and Mrs. Taurus. Let's read the description. How others see you, how you see yourself, how you really are. Got it. Thank you, medium.com. Positive traits. Generous, will help anyone in need. Dependable, this is what makes them excellent employees and friends. Down to earth, also polite and pleasant. Patient, unlike the impulsive Rams, a true Taurus is patient. Independent, financially and emotionally. Persistent, failures and setbacks rarely occur. That's good. Negative traits. Stubborn. Horns are horns, though they are easygoing and respectful. Self-indulgent. They tend to be rude and ignorant of others' emotions. Lazy. When not motivated properly, they won't move even a muscle. Materialistic, mainly because their future is extremely important to them. Possessive. We can say that this is the major negative trait of Taurus, which leads to jealousy and resentment. Now for the color palette. It says key colors include green, symbolizing stability and growth, and pink, representing love and luxury. Earthy tones like brown, beige, and cream also feature prominently, reflecting Taurus' ground in nature. Alright, so I know a few Tauruses who are pretty close to me. It's one of my best friends, he's a Taurus. It's my grandpa and my younger sister. I don't really know my sister that well, but the thing my friend and my grandpa have in common is that they're both into mechanics, robotics, welding. I don't know if blacksmithery is in the same box, but I'll add it to the mood board. And I thought, hey, that's actually a vibe. Villin, mechanics, Dr. Octopus type stuff, hell yeah. So I immediately knew I wanted the male Taurus hair to be shaped as these 2 horns, so we're at least able to identify that it's Taurus. Shape language, you know? I'm not really trying to stick to any of the canon depictions of zodiac signs. I try to add small symbolic hints and details here and there, but I'm not gonna literally draw a minotaur with full-on bull's head. That's a bit too blunt for my liking. So the hair will do. Last time I said that my goal with this series is to learn to draw faster in less time. For the record, in my book, anything under 15 hours is considered fast drawing time. With this one, I realized early on that that might not be possible here, as I wanted to add these mechanic tentacles and claws and other small details here and there, so I did fail on the time limit. This took 16.5 hours, but maybe that's why I like the end result so much. So these kids are really cool. They've been using their skills and mechanics for pretty much everything in life. They make household robots to help them do chores, they can put together any piece of tech from scratch, they can handle pretty much any job, from repairing cars, phones, and fridges to building secret deadly weapons and killer robots for the government in their massive basement laboratory. From teeny tiny robot bugs you've seen in spy movies to literal Doom-type mechs and mass destruction robots that can turn a city into a landfill in a matter of hours. Such handy little geniuses. Their mother has unfortunately passed. She never approved of their mechanic passion because their dad was absolutely crazy about it, and he's eventually gone completely off the rails and turned extra evil. He taught them mechanics and robotics when they were little and hasn't been present in their life ever since. He was the one who led the government agents to their door, and the kids kind of had no better option than to work with the military and help create machines, the only purpose of which is to kill and destroy. So, I don't know, can you really call them evil? Can you blame them? Technically, they're not harming anyone directly, but they still know what they're doing and what they're doing it for. And I think that's pretty evil. I added quite a lot of Taurus symbolism here. The boy's hairstyle, the girl's mechanic horns, headband. These little pins and the wrench are also Taurus shaped. That might be a little too much, but I like it. Taurus people, thoughts? Next up, let's do Capricorn. Because honestly, I don't think you're ready for Virgo yet. How others see you, how you see yourself, how you really are. I can't. What? Stop that. Positive traits. Practical. All facts must be taken into account before a decision is made. Ambitious. Goats usually have big goals. Wise. Also mature and sensible. Disciplined, because their big goals require it. Patient. They understand everything good takes time. Cautious. Definitely not impulsive. Negative traits. Pessimistic. Going against the odds is not something they like. Stubborn. Goats do not easily change their views. Shy. They enjoy only the company of their best friends. Capricorns, is this true? Or is this audacious bullshit? Let me know. Color palette. Capricorn color palettes typically feature earthy tones and muted shades, reflecting their grounded and practical nature. Common colors include various shades of brown, gray, and black, as well as deep greens, navy blue, and even charcoal gray. These colors are often associated with strength, stability, and wisdom, which are key traits for the Capricorn zodiac sign. Now, honestly, for some reason, I don't feel like Capricorn works with earthy colors at all. I know it's an earth sign. I do feel gray, black, muted colors, and also I really feel dark purple or dark blue. That's what I feel, and that's what I'm gonna go with. Sorry, no greens for you. Now, my second best friend is Capricorn, and I've known him for maybe 8-9 years, and my boyfriend is also a Capricorn, and I've been digging through his head for 5 years straight, so it feels like I should know Capricorn pretty well. But the more you know them, the more it feels like you don't know them, because of how vague and uncertain they are about everything and how little information they willingly share about themselves. It's crazy. It's especially crazy to someone like me who's used to oversharing everything about themselves. Not intentionally, but now I think if you're like 12 to 17 years old, they might seem very interesting and mysterious and ooh, what are they hiding? But as you mature a little bit, you realize, oh, they're actually not that deep. They seem like it, but they're really not. They're not hiding any dark secrets. They just either don't care or too lazy to speak. For them, it's just easier and saves more energy to stay neutral and stay out of it. Which can be a little annoying if you're like me and you really like having heated discussions and debates with people. But that's why I have Taurus and Virgo as my best friends as well. But you know, I don't think you have to fully understand Capricorn to love them and be friends with them. You really don't have to at all. I dare to say you probably shouldn't, for your own mental peace. Okay, these two are just makers. Jesse Pinkman type character, just doing their own thing, but with a twist. They make it into candy corn, because candy corn rhymes with Capricorn. I'm sure you didn't need my help to make that connection. I see you're pretty smart. Now, they don't sell that candy corn to kids, obviously. Although, maybe they do. They're villains, after all. But that's a bit too dark. I don't think I want to go there with the lore. But again, same as with Taurus, technically, they're not harming anyone themselves, but what they're doing is completely evil. Because are evil. They're bad. You will die. Don't do ever. Don't even try. Don't even think. That's for losers. Don't touch that. Again, you will die. So the guy was kind of vaguely inspired by my boyfriend when he used to have long hair. But also this doesn't look like him at all. He's not an emo boy. Not saying being an emo boy is positive or negative. If you're an emo boy, I love you and respect your fashion and cultural choices. And the girl is just what my type in women looks like. They are not a couple, okay? There is no way in the universe these two are dating. They're just co-workers and they tolerate each other during business hours. That's as far as it goes. I really like them. I was going for Halloween emo vibes and I'm really happy with the way this turned out. Give me your thoughts, Capricorns and Capricornies. Those two guys before this, that was a literal preschool playground. Now we're getting into the real scary stuff. How others see you, how you see yourself, how you really are. Now I feel like the pictures are actually accurate for once. Positive traits. Watchful and extreme attention to details. Intelligent, as they are always happy to learn more. Practical, a true Virgo doesn't believe in living in a fantasy world. Analytical, something complicated? Call a Virgo and he/she will solve the mystery. Reliable and trustworthy, he/she will absolutely do their best to do the job. Modest perfectionists. That sounds awesome. Negative traits. Overcritical, this is because they already have a clear picture in their minds how the things should be done. Fussy, sometimes they get lost in the details. Fastidious, everything must be perfect. Harsh, no sugarcoating. Conservative, no modern ideas please. Judgmental, because as I said, everything must be perfect. Okay, color palette. The Virgo color palette is primarily composed of earthy tones with green and brown being the most prominent. These colors reflect Virgo's connection to nature and their grounded, practical nature. What a great sentence. Other colors associated with Virgo include shades of beige, olive green, and muted blues. I feel like last time with air signs, the color palettes were so different for each sign. And this time, it's basically the same colors for all three. It's just brown and green, which does make sense because they're earth signs, but still kind of Alright, are you ready? I only know one Virgo, but that's more than enough. Well, actually maybe two. If the last two signs were kind of in between, you know, are they evil, are they not? They work in some questionable fields, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'd be willing to sit down for a chat with them. Now, with Virgo, there is no question. There is no dilemma. These guys are absolute hell. They were born to be villains. You can only hope you never cross paths with them. And if you do, you better pray they find you likable or at least entertaining. Because if they happen to dislike you for any reason, your happy, healthy days are numbered. And that can literally be any reason. Sometimes they don't even need one. It feels really good to be their friend, and it really sucks not to. They're witches, they live in the woods in their tent. Sometimes they have guests, some want to know their fortunes, some come for love spells, resurrection rituals, and even ancient curses, which most witches and witchers disdain, but not them. They don't care how immoral their magic is, but worst of all, they won't tell you even half of the consequences you'll have to face to pay them for their service. Some side effects are so severe and hit so fast their client doesn't even make it out of their tent alive. But that's only the case if they really don't like you. But if they happen to be in a good mood, you might get away relatively scot-free and witness all your dreams come true. That also happens sometimes, but not too often. The one adjective I had in mind when drawing them was gorgeous. I knew they had to look like the most gorgeous men and women I'm capable of drawing. And oh my, they really are. And it's not even like a hear me out, I'm in love with the characters I'm drawing again. No, objectively, you can't not be in love with them and simultaneously shitting your pants because you're so scared of them at the same time. You just can't. She reminds me of Lady Gaga in American Horror Story Hotel. That might have been the inspo subconsciously. And he's just, I don't know, Tarzan, but evil and sexy. Now, at first, I don't know why, but I really went with this purple and yellow color palette, which was not even close to what the internet told me. But even though I liked the way it looked, I decided no. I want to do it the right way. I want to follow the instructions I made for my own challenge. So I did a full 180 and changed all the colors to greens and blues. And I'm actually really happy. I think this color palette suits them a lot more than the first one did. Oh, and also I made their skin gray because I just thought it made sense for witches to have gray skin. Now, did this take twice as much time as I would have liked? Oh yes, absolutely. This took 26 hours. But do I really like this drawing? Also, absolutely yes, I do. I really put in so much work and detail into these two, and I think it shows. And I'm super happy with the way they turned out. Let me know which one you think turned out the best. And if you are an earth sign, let me know if you agree with the description and representation you were dealt. And now we're halfway through, 6 signs done, 6 remain. I don't know whether I'll be doing water signs or fire signs next. We'll see. But if you enjoyed this video, press like, subscribe. I have a bunch of other videos and tutorials on my channel, so you can go watch those if you want. Or if you just want to look at the art that I make, then you can check me out on Instagram. And good night, good day, goodbye.